This is Paul Marx for KBON Video, and I have with me today an old friend. I'm not talking about so much like old and age-wise, but been knowing each other for quite a while. Monsieur Glenn Monte from Rayne. Glenn, how long have you been playing music?
Oh, started back on Elm Street with Wayne Toops.
When Wayne was on Elm Street, that's quite a few years ago.
Yeah.
Elm Street and Crowder talking about, and I saw that movie Nightmare on Elm Street. Is that where it came from? When you and Wayne used to hang out together over there?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Exactly.
That had to be some very interesting times there.
Yes.
But you know, you've been playing in the area here. I mean, I often hear about you play. I know you do some jam sessions too, but you've been playing in little bars or whatever for a lot of years. But you've never actually gone into a studio and did a Glenn Monte CD.
Correct.
Right? You know, and something I want to mention is to the people watching this is, to me, that's very important that we don't forget musicians like this, like Glenn, who are maybe not recording artists, but they're still our stars and they're still so valuable to our local music because they're out there playing it not for the stardom or anything to be a star, but because they love it. It's in their blood. It's part of their culture, and so that is wonderful that there are still musicians out there doing the jam sessions. Gives young people a chance to get up on the stage and practice and get a little play with other musicians and such. So there are a lot of those musicians out there like Glenn who we must never forget are contributing to keeping this great music alive. Now, as a kid growing up, now evidently you were a fan of Wayne Toops. Y'all hung out together and everything. But who are some of the some of the traditional Cajun musicians of the old days that maybe you admired, you maybe wanted to be like, or play like, or whatever?
Oh, that would have to be Ira Lejeune.
Now, have you ever met Ira?
No, my daddy lived with him.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Lived with Ira?
Lived with Ira.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, was your dad a musician?
No.
No?
No. Mama was.
Oh, really?
Mama sang on KSIG.
Wow.
In Crowley with Bill Redledge.
And what was the name of your mom? What's her name, mom and dad?
Dorothy Vigeoin.
And your dad?
Gus Monte.
Oh, wow. Okay. Now, you played... You said you played with Nate Napster. I think it's one of the bands, one of the things. Nathan Napster!
Yeah.
How did that happen? How did you get hooked up with Nate Napster?
I played with Nathan at the Bearcat Club in Basil.
Basil, yeah.
Yeah, that's what it was.
But you didn't play in the band per se. You played.
I played drums.
Played drums with him.
Yeah,
Yeah.
played drums with Nathan.
Who are some of the other names that we might recognize?
Oh, there was Nathan and Will Kegley and them other guys. I don't really remember, Paul. That's been so long ago.
Yeah.
You know. That's
Well,
probably 40 years plus.
Yeah, that's right. I can understand that. But now it's Glenn Monte. You have the name of a band?
Y2 Cajun.
Y2 Cajun. Was that name came from the big crash we were supposed to have in 2000?
No,
No?
it was just a name I come up with. And,
Y2 Cajun. Okay.
Yeah, just the letter Y and,
Yeah, and
T-O-O Cajun.
Oh, okay.
More of a question.
Oh, I got you. Okay. All right. Y2 Cajun.
Yeah.
And who's in the group with? Who you usually play with, or play with you?
I usually play with Blaine Gaspar. I use Blaine on bass sometimes, and Kurt Bro, he plays with me. Troy Gaspar sometimes sits in. Several musicians.
Yeah, it's kind of like if you get a gig, you call your musician friend and say, hey, what you got happening next Saturday night? You want to play? That type of thing.
Yeah.
I've been there. Yeah, I used to have a little band years ago. As a matter of fact,
I remember that.
As a matter of fact, Cammy Duce used to play drums for me before Cammy, Wayne, and all that stuff. You know, so you know that goes back a ways. Again, it's Glenn Monte, Y2 Cajuns. If somebody wants to book you for maybe a little private party or whatever, they can find you on Facebook, can't they?
Sure, sure.
Yeah, and that's nowadays that's probably the easiest way to get hold of musicians. Look them up on Facebook. Well, Glenn, look, I know you brought your accordion here, so we definitely want to get you to pull that thing out that box. All right, get that accordion, man. Now I know you play drums. It's obvious too that you're going to show us you play accordion, but drums was your first instrument, right?
Correct. 1968.
And when did you pick up the accordion? What made you decide to pick up the switch from drums to accordion?
That would be 1970. Me and Wayne both started.
Oh yeah, and y'all would sit on the porch and play the accordion,
yes.
huh?
Oh yes.
Boy, I remember Wayne. I remember his poor daddy at that time was there, and his mama, and his daddy. They used to follow him everywhere he played. You remember that? And his mama was definitely his biggest fan.
Oh yes.
Biggest fan.
That's for sure.
Most mamas, I guess, are, but she was an extreme fan.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it brings back great memories. And I think that's why Wayne, when he recorded "Every Day Is Mother's Day," a song that I wrote, I think it meant so much to him because of his mom. And so when I hear that, I actually think about Wayne's mom when I hear Wayne sing it. But so you picked up the accordion, started playing the accordion, and that's what you're doing now, right? I mean, you kind of gave up on the drums unless somebody's in a band and needs a drummer?
Yeah, that's it. I play drums, I play bass, play guitar.
Well,
everything.
let's do the accordion this morning. Glenn Monte, what you gonna do, brother Glenn?
I think I might play a Belton song.
Morge, start det. I saw more spotted poor, babe. Hey, that's Glenn Monte, and I'm Paul Marx for KBON Video.